everyone, this is Charmaine here, and I'm the registered dietitian that helps people reverse type 2 diabetes. And today I wanted to do a kitchen tour, and this is a candid kitchen tour because I haven't changed anything about how we usually do things. I haven't cleaned up everything, but the good thing is most of the time we're pretty neat. So this is my kitchen tour, and I wanted to show you the different gadgets that I have or products I have that makes life easier when it comes to healthy eating. And so I bought them with my own money, didn't get any sponsorship or anything. So this is all what I actually use in real life. So let's get started. The first corner I want to show you is my grain dispenser. I love it because it allows me to just use different grains, and it's pretty handy and simple, and I love seeing the grains displayed. I don't know if you've ever seen these marketing videos on TikTok where it says, my husband's gonna wake up soon, I'm gonna unbox all these boxes before he wakes up, and they have all these cool gadgets. I think one of them are inspired by those videos. And I have soybeans here, I have goji berries, black rice, I have black soybeans and pearl barley here, and then zuki beans. So I use this, and you just turn it and it'll dispense some soybeans here, and I use this amount to make soy milk. I'll show you the soy milk machine I have. But yeah, this is pretty handy when it comes to dispensing your grains or showing you how you have different grains and different legumes like that. So let's move along. Here's another corner. So the good thing that I really like about plant-based eating is I can not wash my cutting board the whole day. I'll wash it at the end of the day, but you know how like when you cut like chicken or meat, like you have to clean it every time, otherwise there'll be bacteria. But vegetables is a lot more like lenient when it comes to that. So if I have a lot of vegetables to cut, I just keep it on the countertop and I just wipe it down once I finish one kind of vegetables. And yeah, that's just what I do, don't judge me. This is just my stovetop. This is where I cook most of my meals, and this is our microwave. And something that I really like about healthy eating or plant-based eating is that you can make a big pot of food, and you can just either put it in containers or just, you know, put it in the same pot and keep it for the rest of the week, so you always have leftovers and you can just microwave it. It's also, I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain this, but I love the microwave because it can make frozen broccoli cooked really fast, or you can also make sweet potato cooked really fast, so that's when it comes to handy. I have different storage boxes here, so I like to use glass storage boxes just because I just like the feels of it. I really like this one. I think I got it from Amazon, and it's pretty big storage, and it comes with I think 8 boxes, so I really like this one. And it's great for meal prep as well in batch cooking. And then you can put beans or grains into each container, and then you can mix and match your different meals, so it becomes pretty handy with that. I also wanted to show you guys this corner. This is where my big watermelon is, and I love my tea kettle. I'm pretty obsessed with herbal teas, and of course it's not like I drink caffeinated tea all the time because that would be too much caffeine. I only drink it like twice a day, but most of the time I drink my herbal tea. I also want to show you where my spices are. This is where I keep all my spices, so it makes it handy to just throw in the spices when I cook. I really like this cabinet. I also have my tea cabinet here where I keep a lot of my herbal teas. I drink a lot of them, like I mentioned. I have my matcha here, my hibiscus here, so this is my tea section. This is where I have a lot of my fruits that I want them to ripe. For example, I have bananas here that I'm waiting for them to ripe, persimmons. These persimmons are amazing, but you have to wait till they're really, really soft. You can see it's soft right now for this one, but it's still not soft enough. You have to wait till they're uber soft. I also have my kiwis here that I'm waiting for them to ripe. Some of them are ripe already. Sweet potatoes, regular potatoes as well. For those of you who find potatoes to be a little bit higher in glycemic index for you, you can boil them and you can put them in the fridge to go through retrogradation so it can increase the resistant starch in it. You can also add vinegar to the potatoes so that it'll lower the glycemic index of it. But we don't have diabetes, we don't have insulin resistance, so we consume regular potatoes just fine. And a lot of my clients too, when they reverse their insulin resistance, they're able to consume regular potatoes and have normal post-meal blood sugar as well. Now I do want to show you a few different pots that I have that I find it really helpful. One of them is the Always pan. Again, it's not sponsored, but I really like it because you can really use this for several purposes. It's great for cooking without oil, so that's the best thing about it. Make sure you cook it around medium heat, and it has a place for you to put your spatula, so it's pretty cool. I really like the Always pan option. I also have another Always pot, and I can't show you because it's dirty right now, but that one you can just literally move the lid and it'll actually have a strainer and you can just strain pasta that way. It's very, very easy, so I really like that pot as well. It also comes with a steamer, so you can also steam stuff in it. I have another steamer here that makes it really helpful when I need to steam some vegetables and just keep it simple, so I like the steamer. I also have these mixing bowls that make it very easy to just marinate your tofu, marinate your vegetables, or soak your beans. You might already have this in your kitchen, but it's just handy to have. All right, let's move on to the bigger equipment. So I store my Instant Pot here, and I love the Instant Pot because it just makes it super helpful to cook grains without having to watch the stove, if that makes sense, or beans. So I cook my brown rice, my beans in here. You can also make chili in the Instant Pot, so it's definitely something that's really, really helpful for you to make sure that you can just put everything in here and just forget about it, if that makes sense. I also have my air fryer here, and we use our air fryer pretty often to air fry vegetables, so this comes in handy as well. I also love our Vitamix. I actually waited years to invest in a Vitamix, but I love it because it actually is very, very high speed and very strong. And the best thing about it is that it cleans very easily. You know how sometimes you dread cleaning blenders because there's just stuff stuck in the corner or things like that, but it doesn't happen with this container, which is something that I love about it. And it's cool because you can also have this stick thingy to push down whenever you're blending, and it makes things a lot easier. So I love, love, love the Vitamix. I also like the NutriBullet as well when I'm making something a lot smaller. For example, like a dressing, I use the NutriBullet. This is the soy milk making machine that I'm talking about, and it's cool because it has different functions. So you can make soy milk, it can make a grain drink, it can make smoothie with this. I don't use this for smoothies, but I just really like to use this for soy milk, or you can also use it to make almond milk if you'd like. It's very, very versatile, and it just does it on its own. So you can literally turn dry soybeans that I have that I showed you in the beginning of this video and make soy milk out of this. So this is pretty fun. I have this little garlic gadget or chopper gadget that makes it very easy for you to chop up garlic or onions if you'd like, or cilantro. And I like this for cutting garlic because it's pretty tedious to mince garlic, and when I have a good batch of garlic that can just throw it on the stove, it's something that is a lifesaver. And garlic is amazing for flavoring foods without adding a lot of butter or oil, so I love garlic. I wanted to do a little free bonus of what's in my fridge. It's not a lot in the fridge right now because we still need to do grocery shopping, but I do want to show you a few products that's been super helpful to us. I love getting wild blueberries because it's very high in antioxidants, and we use it for our smoothies. You can put it in your oatmeal, but I love the wild blueberries because it's actually higher in antioxidants than the regular blueberries. We have frozen kale in here that you can also throw in your smoothies, or you can throw in your soups as well. In my fridge, I always have some baked sweet potatoes because I just eat it for breakfast every day. So I just bake a big batch and I just eat it for breakfast every day. That's my breakfast. I love snacking on cherry tomatoes as well. This is one of my favorite brands. Now pause this video and guess what this thing is. I want you to guess in the comments and let me know what this thing is. But this is actually vegan cheese, and it's cool because this is actually just made of cashews and different spices and flavorings, and they don't add a lot of additives to this cheese, and it's so delicious. It's very smoky, and it's the Miyoko's brand of smoked cheese, so this is amazing. I actually don't usually buy this cheese. I only bought it because we had a charcuterie party with my friends and I wanted to bring something plant-based there, so that's what I got. I also really love this brand. Again, I'm not sponsored by them, but I love it because the ingredients are very clean, and I actually got them from Target and Sprouts, and they all carry it. This is the buffalo style dip and this is the queso dip, and I really like both of them because they are tasty. I haven't brought this to a party yet, but every time I bring this to a party, it always runs out. The ingredients are cauliflower, red bell pepper, almonds, water, almond butter, apple cider vinegar, red onions, lemon juice, garlic, sea salt, nutritional yeast, chia protein, ground cumin, ground turmeric, cayenne pepper. And this is pretty much the same thing, just that it's spicier and have the buffalo spices in it. And so as you can see, the ingredients are very clean, and I don't usually recommend most plant-based dips because they're actually pretty unhealthy, but this one has pretty clean ingredients. Now I want to show you what's in my cabinet. So in this cabinet I have walnuts, so sometimes I eat a few pieces of walnuts with my sweet potatoes. We have beet powder here, so we add this to our smoothies, and whenever we go on a hike or whenever we play sports, it's helpful to add this to the smoothie because beets are very high in nitrates and it can give you more endurance. And I actually usually have a lot more energy. I feel like I have more endurance when I play sports. I don't often play sports, so this is actually pretty huge. I love this beetroot powder. We have chia seeds here. You can make chia pudding with it, and you can also just sprinkle it on your food. It's a great source of omega-3 and soluble fiber. We have PB2 here. This is something I got from Target, but if you want a version that doesn't have any sugar in it, you can get the PB2 Pure. And I think you can get that from Amazon, but I just got this from Target. I have pitted dates here, cocoa powder. We add this to our smoothies as well. And the difference between cocoa powder and chocolate chunks is that the cocoa powder is actually not very high in fat itself. The cocoa butter is actually what's higher in fat, so this is actually something that you can use to flavor your chia pudding, your oatmeal, or your smoothies. I like adding acai powder to my smoothies for more antioxidant and nutritional yeast. I love adding nutritional yeast because it is actually pretty high in vitamin B12 and it's also pretty high in protein too. 2 tablespoons already have 5 grams of protein, so that's pretty impressive, and it has tons of vitamin B12. If you eat a fully plant-based diet, having this is definitely helpful to add in your vitamin B12. I have some furikake here. It's great for seasoning your grains and to make it a little bit more of a Japanese twist to your grains, so I really like adding this. My mom also gave me this when I went to Hong Kong, but it's just a bunch of seaweed. You can add it to your miso soup or your noodle soup to flavor your soups. And that concludes our kitchen tour. Put it in the comments what else you want to see next, and I love being able to help you find different ways you can make life easier when it comes to living a healthy, plant predominant lifestyle. And if you want to learn more about how I help people reverse type 2 diabetes and reverse insulin resistance with a plant predominant lifestyle, then you have to check out my free reversing diabetes training. Link is in my description below, and I'll see you guys there.